Hello, and today we are doing a reading of a fanfiction of mine called Twisted Fates. It involves many animes, including one, The Only Fairy Tale, and it's essentially a self-insert of a big what if with our family. That's pretty much the story behind it. So some of it's posted on fanfiction.net, and some of it I have pictures for and actual paragraphs of the book right next to me. I was going to make this a voice acting project and stuff like that, but I could not get enough voice actors. So you know what I'm just doing? I'm reading it right now, and that'll be the end of it. So here's the first here's the first chapter, beginning of the end. Twisted Fates, found on fanfiction.net with under my profile, which is Aquaspurt or Aquaspurt112. I do not own Fairy Tale, by the way. It was a normal day at Mama Lupe's. Everyone was there. Mommy, Boppy, Dee, Shania, me, Kayla, Rebecca, AJ, Aldo, Sarah, Julie, Chris, Joey, Eric, Pep, Mom, and are there. I decide to go. I'm not going to go into the specifics until I need to, because I will when needed. I decide to go upstairs in the two-story house I'm in. Kayla, Rebecca, Shania, and Julie followed. We stayed in Kayla and Rebecca's bedroom, chilling. Kayla was on her iPad, I on my Chromebook, Shania on her tablet, and Julie and Rebecca on their phones. Ugh, I'm bored, said Shania on the top of the bunk bed in the room I'm in right now, ironically enough. Hey, off my bed, said Kayla, throwing a pillow at Shania. Becky, hey, I finished some of my manga here, I said, handing her pages, and like a kid in a candy store, she took it, eyes sparkling as she read. Hey guys, we should have a dance party and go to my house and have a dance pool party, said Julie. That actually sounds better than just doing nothing, I said, staring at my Chromebook screen. Guys, have you caught up on Fairy Tale yet? I asked them. I heard a yes from Kayla and an F from Becky, and silence from the other two. I stood over the two and said, well, that just won't do now, will it? I sat them down near my Chromebook and put on Fairy Tale when all of a sudden the power goes out. Hey, don't you think, says Kayla, slightly flustered. It's quiet, isn't it, for having all of us here at once, says Shania. That's the one smart thing you said today, Shania, said Becky with a slight smirk on her face. I'm checking what's going on, I say as my grayish hair whips towards the stairs. Also, my hair was like ash-colored-ish. I'm coming too, said all of them simultaneously. As soon as I got down the stairs, I looked up and my body shook. My voice got shaky and I started to cry. Girls, stay upstairs, I screamed before they went down the stairs. Ceci, you're scaring me. What's going on? said Shania, trying to push through despite my protest. Senpai, why are you shaking? You look scared, said Kayla. Nothing could be heard. Mama Lupa calling us to eat, Matthew and AJ playing with their toys, Sarah and Chris talking, Eric, Joey, and Dee goofing around, Aldo being Aldo, Poppy being Poppy, and Mama Lupa being and Mom being a germaphobe, and Pep being swaggy. Why was it purely silent? Because all I saw before me was my worst case scenario. They're gone. Everyone is dead, I said, still shaking. This video was not pretty long, so I will continue onwards. I don't see a time. Oh, there's the time. 3:54. Chapter 2. Okay, we're here. Now what? I do not own Fairy Tale. I couldn't stop shaking. Everyone in just a couple of minutes earlier were fine and having fun. They were alive. They were living. I slapped my tear-covered face. I can't think about it too much or I'll just shatter. First things first. Check if there's anybody alive. I wipe the tears off my face and say, guys, check for a pulse. Some may still be alive, I said, clinging onto the shred of hope I had. I checked my mother first. She laid there, her eyes full of shock. I closed her eyes and checked for a pulse and found none. I wept. She worked so hard for us and loved us so. Why? Why does she have to die? Lost in thought, I heard yelling from Shania as I turned towards her. She's smiling, saying he has a pulse. My brother, D. I hugged him tightly and said thank God. I looked towards the girls. They're crying so much by their dad. Kayla goes to check AJ's pulse along with Julie, who checks Matthew. They're little brothers, by the way. They're crying tears of joy. AJ has a pulse, said Kayla in a cry-like voice. So does Matthew, Julie said, carrying her brother. So altogether, Dee, Matthew, and AJ are the only survivors, I said, as everyone goes to check the others' pulses. No, not Mommy and Boppy, I heard from all of them. I cried more. My whole Spanish side of the family is gone. In an instant. Boy, I took them for granted. We need to pray for them. I closed my eyes in a praying position. In the position, all of us while still crying. You poor children, these circumstances are just unfair, said a figure glowing, walking towards us. Me and Shania held Dee, our older brother. Kayla held AJ and Julie held Matthew. They are brothers. We were all defensive. Guys, I think I know who that is, I said, sniffing inwards. Mavis Vermillion, said Kayla.